Hello and welcome everyone. It is World of Warships Legends night. I am Phoenix61. We are rocking the Shimikaze. This is the legendary tier Japanese destroyer, one of my favorite ships to play as. Lots of torpedoes. And they're fun. They murder pedos. They're really strong. And then of course I've got the commander outfitted for, doing more torpedo damage and faster reloads. And so you get to shoot even more and more and more. And then we have legendary mods and epic mods that make them do even more damage and reload even faster. So when I start on this side, I like to shoot a rack on either side of this island because that's where their team likes to come through. And also when I am on that side, that's where I like to come through too. So I am weary of the same situation of torpedoes coming through those island gaps in there, right? So I am going to sneak into this zone. I am located, which means I am the closest ship on my team to an enemy, and I'm gonna guess he's somewhere right in there where I'm looking. And that's our cruiser getting spotted, so that is even more confirmation that there is somebody tucked right in there somewhere where I sent those torpedoes. So was praying for the miracle that I made the right call, and it looks like first blood went to somebody on the other team because we just lost a cruiser in a dev strike. Most likely, was it? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to somebody else's health this early in the game, way far away. So it's tempting to shoot here, but I am out of spotting range, so I am not going to do that. Even though he's using his damage control and everything. So it's going to be really tempting to send another rack of torpedoes through that same loop there, right? Because that destroyer's not going to, he might, but most likely wouldn't want to just chill and hang out behind that island not doing anything, right? Like, he's at least going to try and sneak into the zone and help block the cap or something, right? Or send torpedoes after this battleship on our team that's coming in here. Coming in aggressive right by us. Looks like it's probably a German battleship based on the amount of secondaries being fired. I can't imagine he's going to survive long either. And our cruiser is off, looks like running aground. Island's right there. So there are all the torpedoes from the L-wing going right after our battleship, I'm sure. I am hoping that we can get him. Maybe give him some engine damage and then that torpedo will hit? No. But battleship will keep him spotted because it looked like he was firing. So I'm just keeping him spotted for us. Oh, he's gonna smoke. We'll probably lose spot on him. No torpedo hits yet, guys. No torpedo hits. I feel like we were doing our dandiest job as a destroyer, though. We were harassing the right folks at the right time. Keeping a couple of their ships spotted through that zone there. Now we are getting radared by this Des Moines, so I'm sure he's going to shoot at us just because that's kind of the best thing for him to do, right? Get rid of the Shimikaze, right? That's exactly what I would do. Even though this battleship is almost dead on our team here, he's going to shoot at me because he knows that battleship's going down, right? Like, he knows it doesn't have a chance. But he wants to shoot at me while he's got that radar loaded, right? While he's got that radar going. So I'm trying to keep myself angled away from him so that I can accept the least amount of bullets from him, right? But we got the zone now. The zone is going to be much easier to defend versus actually getting captured. So I don't need to be in it anymore. I can just get hits every once in a while they try and capture the zone, right? So I'm sure that Elbing and probably that cruiser will both press forward. I'm of course making an assumption. It's always hard to predict what people are going to do. I'd love to fire a rack of torpedoes, but our battleship is still sinking there and he will block them. But I would love to fire some at this angle right here into that smoke. But we'll see if we get any hits here. We can probably assume we can fire soon. We'll be getting a little bit in front of it now anyway. But I was like, oh, I could fire, and then by the time the torpedoes got there, he would have sunk, right? But so there's the Des Moines again. It's tempting to shoot, but we're not spotted. I don't want to be spotted. Looks like their destroyer's in the zone getting the capture. I shot here just because I knew we would go unspotted as we kind of went behind this island. There was no other ships, you know, in the vicinity or in front of us, and you know, Zone B wasn't getting capped or anything, so I kind of felt safe doing that, getting those like cheap shots. Take them when you can get them. And Giuseppe Verde, hopefully he keeps moving along this path. It looks like he wants to get in on helping capture this zone too. Nope, nope. Something changed his mind. I like there's like half their team is more than half their team is over here at A, and nobody wants to make the mistake of coming into the zone and accepting some torpedoes from us. There we go. This Ibuki maybe. All right, we'll send her X since we got one more already coming up in the queue. And I love how I have them like spaced right now, like a good like 30 seconds later, 35, 40 seconds later, I got another rack ready. And then the cycle continues, right? Spacing them out's really great too for causing floods and stuff like that. So like, you know, if I hit one of those battle, you know, if I hit that Giuseppe Verde, for example, and he floods, oh great, here's the Albine. So I know my spotting range is 5.3, so I don't open fire with my guns, because then I would be, you know, spotted way longer, and then all of these bolts would probably be hitting us, right? Alright, so we got a Yamato back there too now. Yeah. Alright, come on, Giuseppe Verde. Keep moving this way, buddy. Come on. What is he? Well, probably because we got spotted, right? He knew to change course. He knew we were over here just because we had gotten spotted by the Albine, right? And I really want to like dump a rack that way though, still, but just because, you know, reasons. Like someone's gonna come up that way. Like the Yamato might come through. Giuseppe Verde might continue to push. Nope, he's completely changed his mind now. He's like, I'm not an idiot. Alright, so we're going to make a move. We'll move ourselves around here. We don't want to get spotted by the Ibuki. That would not be fun to take fire from the cruiser. Oh, come on, man. You could have just come forward a little faster. Don't worry, nobody's over here. He probably knows it's us spotting him, and that's probably why he's being so cautious. Then this Yamato. Come on, baby. Oh, and of course, like right after I fire, you can see the firing line starting to move in. So he's changing course. We're going to miss those. We have one whole torpedo hit in this game. And we're losing pretty badly. We need to turn this around. We need to turn this around. Giuseppe Verde. Somebody can get some hits on him. We got a battleship here, legendary tier on our team, just YOLO pushing in to their entire team. Conqueror, he goes down fast. That is not only, like, that's not the ship to do that in any ship. Like, there is no ship where you can YOLO push against, what, four guys on their team and win? Like, no, it's not going to happen. But let alone a British battleship. Yeah. Giuseppe Verde is picking us up on radar, so we are running away from him as fast as possible. I know it's going to hopefully end soon, so I am not firing my guns so that I will go unspotted once it does end. I do have a smoke screen if I need it though, right? Let's see if we can't get a little bit of a fire going on him. Alright, those bullets are probably, yeah, I kind of thought maybe their destroyer, like, we stayed spotted because their destroyer saw us when we fired, so we probably shouldn't have done that in hindsight. But yes, it would have been nice. We do have a fire going on. We had something, either fire or flood. Or both. Yeah, we're doing some significant damage here. Is he going to stay on course and or turn back in towards us? I will dump it. We got 24 seconds left till the next rack's ready. We can send them. Spacing them apart like this has like worked out for us though. It's like I feel like we've kind of always had something at our disposal, right? Yeah, he's gonna go down. That's a flood for us. Liquidator. 81,000 damage from that's like a huge like gap between, I mean, I know we shot some bullets, but like because that one was flooding, we like what, tripled our damage? What was I at with the one? Like 20,000? Like alright, I know there's a Yamato over there. I'm kind of, you know, I can see bullets from them. Those got to be Yamato bullets, right? Look at those big boys. It's either out of that Ibuki. Oh, it's got to be the Ibuki. Those are way too frequent. Yamato can't reload that quick. like, you would think they would press this direction, right? Like, they're, you know, like, our whole team's over here. Come and get us. We're getting a second zone capped. You're going to need to defend it at some point, right? They do have a substantial point lead here, too, which is, like, disappointing, because they've had zones for way longer than us. So even though we're even on ships, there's Yamato. Oh, man, I can't believe he got around there so quickly. So I kind of want to fire short, but not too short. So I'm hoping he, you know, like, those were meant for him if he was, like, way back there. But my thought process there is he's going to see these torpedoes and react to them, this first set. And so then he'll potentially turn in. So, yeah, so that's what he's doing now. I probably should have fired shorter. We get a flood. So that was the thought process there. Oh, this other one, this one on the edge might hit him here. We're going to send some more. We need to be safe. I want to get him. Oh, that's like, you know, Yamato's like 90,000 damage, right? Yeah. Elbing's not going to spot us, but he's weak. We're going to use the smoke here and see if we can't get the kill with some bullets. He was firing his gun, so I was hoping he'd stay spotted by somebody else, but that was not the case. Oh man, in that second and third set fired at the Yamato, both are going to miss. Ooh, we got a little fire though. That fire will burn. That fire will burn for a little bit. I can't believe he's like pushing in this much. You know, my thought here is like he's gotta want to turn in towards this Musashi, right? Like he's gotta want to not be too broadside. But he doesn't. Like he keeps going. He keeps going. I mean, maybe he just knew that, you know, this our Musashi was gonna lose it. But like, I mean, it worked out for him. Like, it's hey, whether he was assuming I'd be there shooting torpedoes and that's why he did it, wanted to get behind this island for some cover. But I mean, that was a pro move. Props to that guy. So I'm firing this set. I know there are destroyers over that way, and kind of hoping, although at this point I doubt it, that battleship will keep moving that direction too, right? But he knows I'm here. He is most likely going to just chill there. I feel like if I was in his situation, I'd be like very indecisive. Like, what do I do? So he either ran aground or just decided to move backwards. And so, yep, that set of torpedoes is going to miss. And it's a good thing we moved away. So I didn't want to hang out in my smoke screen too much longer. I knew their Elbing was still over there. So I didn't fire right where the line guide was telling me to, right? Because that smoke screen was still there, and I knew that island was still there. So if you zoom in for a second like I did with your regular guns, you can see where the island is, and then kind of, don't fire into the island. So I want to make sure none of my torpedoes would hit the island. That way, if there's acceleration or whatever by the Yamato or with Elbing, more torpedoes going that direction makes more sense, right? But of course, it's as if this Yamato knows exactly where I'm moving. We did manage to get that kill, but yeah, it looked like for a second there I was like, he's not gonna hit those. Alright, so we got a cruiser, this Des Moines, holy crap. Hitting the brakes, trying not to get spotted by him, right? We're going to dump torpedoes right where it's telling us he may not know we're here. And then I'm going to dump one short because in case he dodges these. But also I'm like, I need to just send these because if he spots me, he's going to kill me so fast, right? So we're going to back up. We're going to get him. That was like, so we made the right move there, right? But like this is what I'm talking about with this game. Like so many times it's circumstantial. Like I didn't know he was going to be there. I wasn't paying enough attention to where he was before. But in the moment, we were in the right place at the right time, made the right move, slammed the brakes so we wouldn't get spotted, and had plenty of torpedoes going his way to make sure he did. He did. And it doesn't spot us, give our position away. 3-on-2 here, but because of the zone situation, we are losing. I know there's probably their destroyers. Got to be out that way. At this point, I got to take chances. Maybe if I fire my guns, he'll spot me and want to shoot at me. I know he was weak too. Like he had a little bit of health as well. But even with me firing my guns, I'm not getting spotted, so he is not even in range of me. So hopefully, nope, we had out of time. But that would have been nice to have won that game, just like every game, right? But if those our other destroyers on our team could have finished off that Montana, who won the game for his team because he sat out in the back of the map, probably. I'm making assumptions. Let's see where we are on the scoreboard. We'll see where he is too. Right, Montana. Yeah, like almost bottom of his team. Yeah. But I mean, if that's your play style, I get it. I get it. He survived. He helped win. But that was a pretty good game for loss, right? So we'll scope out our commander here, right, for just a second. But I am running this sexy lady commander, guys. But this is really like Takeo, I think. But basically, I'm picking things: torpedo speed, damage, and reload time, like those kinds of things. Destroyer speed, you could potentially argue smokescreen would be better. But yeah, that's how I've rigged her out. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe, guys.